first year, you don't really know enough about psychomotor therapy to really know what the study is. So in the first few weeks at our school, you get to know what the study is. You have some projects about it, talk about it, but also a lot of teachers put you in experience. So things that your clients in the future can do with you, kind of exercises, you are also going to experience. Those things you can take with you to know what the clients are experiencing, but also to get to know what is happening to yourself. You also learn some basic skills like communication skills, or how to interview someone, how to ask a question. Those things you also learn in the first year. We also have an internship. It takes about 8 months, I think. We have a target audience. You can choose it yourself. You also can choose your own internship, and it's really important that you get to know the target audience. You get to know this one, and in the further years you get to know some other target audiences. It's also important that you giving some exercises to the target audience. So it's not giving psychomotor therapy, but it's more like giving arrangement to those people and just having fun with them.
In the second year, you are more focusing on your own goals, like for example, to be more present in front of a group. You are going to share these goals with your classmates, so you have a really intimate bonding with your classmates, and you are going to do more practice in experience. So you are going to do a lot more psychomotor therapy, and that.
We also have internship. You are going to work with high school students. They all have their personal problems, so we're going to try to help them working on their goals, to be more confident at school, for example. It's not really therapy what we do, it's more like a training. Also we're getting prepared for the next school year, for the third year, so for the internship. So that's
In the third year of this course, we do our final internship. In 2 semesters, we set personal and professional goals and develop our therapeutic skills in a professional context. We work with clients for 3 or 4 days a week. 1 day a week we have class. We either have supervision in division, where we work in smaller groups, or we have class with a bigger group, where we practice our skills together. Everything we practice and learn in class we can apply when we work with clients. And throughout the year we gather feedback from our supervisor, colleagues, peers and teachers to help us develop. In the final year of this course we choose a secondary subject. The minor can provide depth to your degree, or you can broaden your horizon and choose something that is interesting but less related to your major. In the second semester we do a practical research and write a thesis, and we work in small groups of 2 or 3 people, and together you find a subject that interests you and is relevant to our profession. We will be guided by someone from the field, and we have classes to learn how to do research and write a thesis.
Daniel and I are going to talk about how we get our credits. We have several times where we work on our curriculum. During our period we have several assignments where we work on, and this way we can show that we can apply everything according to the curriculum. The students has in the assignments to tutors or other students, and then they give the student feedback about the assignments, and the student can choose to apply the feedback and return it to the tutor, or maybe other students or the same. And the student can do this until the deadline, or he is satisfied with the result of his personal growth.
As Famke taught, it's not one test you have to do good the first time to finish your period, but it's the teachers look at your personal development during a period. So they look at your start position and at the end position and how the growth is going, and if it's good enough to go further with the next period, or that you have that you need more time to work on the last period.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something more about the places where you can work as a psychomotor therapist in Holland. There are a lot of different places. Most of them are in mental health care, and it's possible to work with adults as well as with children. Some examples of the mental health care are psychological issues, for example, depression or anxiety disorders, or burnout as well. And there are also specific institutions for disorders, as for example, autism or eating disorders. Or also for addiction, there are specific institutions where you can work. And there are also places, as for example, a rehabilitation center. So that's something different than the mental health care, but it's still focused on mental health for the people that are struggling with the rehabilitation. And another place is a clinic for prisoners that have mental issues. So it's not like one place where you go when you finished the study, but there are a lot of options. And you can also start your own company. So a lot of options.